Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment, where I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am shocked. I'm actually shocked. I actually cannot believe it. I can't believe what is going on right now. I did not believe that if he got benched, which he did, well, I actually can't even believe he got benched. All right, so let's even start with that. I can't believe that Will Levis even got benched today. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. I'm actually shocked right now. I'm shocked. It was a bold move and a very strong move. And it's such a strong move that I believe it is the end of the Will Levis era. I honestly believe that. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that because they're still so invested in him. They can start him next week. But Rudolph came in, and now the interception they did was terrible to end that drive. But he drove the football. He did what they wanted him to do. It really could just be over. And look, I know I've been said as the Will Levis hater. Oh, this guy hates Will Levis. There's nothing. I'm shocked. It took one game, really a half of a game, and he's gone. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Even I wouldn't have done that. Now, it was a terrible half. And then the thing that, you people need to understand that you and, I don't know, some of you Will Levis supporters and whatever, Times fans, look, I know you want to support your quarterback, whatever, but whenever, and that's great, and go ahead and do that. But some of us, when we watch the tape, we can't ignore it. We can't just say, oh, wow, I saw a very turnover prone quarterback in this college. I'm just going to now think that he's going to get rid of this in the NFL for whatever reason. You can't say that. You have to be honest and say, wait a minute. If this guy has a 3% interception rate in college, whatever it was, 2.9, whatever it was, maybe he's going to have that in the NFL. And maybe I don't like that. Maybe that's too much for me. Maybe this guy gets too emotional. The emotion sometimes can be great. Tom Brady is sometimes very emotional, and it really supports his team, whatever. But he gets so emotional after a pick, after a fumble, after whatever, and it just drives more chaos. It just drives more of it. 4 turnovers. 4. I mean, it's just ridiculous with this guy. So, I don't know if everyone's going to turn around after one game. I've been on this track, but I got hated on, and oh my God, I got so much hate 3 weeks ago, and now he's benched. You know how much hate I got? I lost like 20 followers, like 30 subscribers. Oh my God, this guy is such a Will Levis hater. Guys, where are we now? I was trying to warn you about this. I know what I get paid. Well, by the way, by some of y'all that I just saw the super chat. We'll get to the super chats, but I'm a software engineer, right? And that's not me bragging. I'm not bragging. But one of the things I get paid to do is to look into the future and to see how are things going to go. I get paid to do this. I went to college and learned how to do this. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. I 100%. I'm not saying I'm perfect. But I study how to do these things and how to evaluate these things. And if something is telling you something, you have to believe it. You have to believe it. Now, on the season, he has 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He's no better than Sam Howell. he's no better than Sam Howell. That's just a fact. If you take out his debut, which was fantastic, he has 8 touchdowns to 12 interceptions since then. He's not good. And how many fumbles? Now he fumbled today. I think like maybe 3 fumbles. So it's not that bad. He doesn't fumble that much. But he does fumble a little bit. I mean, every quarterback fumbles. But it's just, I think they're going to bring him back out there. Honestly, I really do. I think. I don't know, man. Now, so here's my deal. And here we go. We're going back to my boy, Shedeur Sanders. And then people think that this is racially motivated. Guys, I don't care what race any quarterback, running back, whatever it is. I don't care. I don't. I promise you I don't. Now, do I like to see black people succeed? Yes, obviously I do. I love to see the progression of the black community. But, by the way, that's why I'm not even championing Cameron Moore like that. I have to watch more Cam Moore tape before I even really, I'm not even championing Jalen Milroe. Shedeur has impressed me at every level. I mean, he just keeps improving. And he's under Brady, and he's under Deion, and he knows the pressure, and he knows the structure. This guy can handle anything. He's ready to go. I think Shedeur Sanders is fantastic. I think he's terrific. I really do. I think he has. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks I've seen. Like the thing about with a Caleb Williams, he was a little bit erratic. Shedeur's pretty flat. He's just normally there. He hits you. He is, just so accurate. I mean, so accurate with the football. He knows. I don't know how. He just knows. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks I've ever seen. The most accurate quarterback I ever seen was Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is the most accurate, and you saw that today. He's accurate. I mean, this guy's accurate. And that's why I told people, I'm like, I don't care if Joe Burrow runs. Okay? Who cares? This guy's going to hit you where he needs to hit you. He's going to put it where he needs to be. Even in this losing season the Bengals are having, he's fantastic. He's terrific. He's absolutely brilliant. So I don't care that Shedeur doesn't run, and he can run. If you look back at his Jackson State tape, which a lot of people haven't done, he can run. I mean, dude, he's a 6'2", 215-pound black athlete. You think he can't run? Jesus Christ. Obviously he can run. But he stays in the pocket, and he looks down the field. He's been taught well. I believe in this guy. Now, people think we can't get him. I don't believe that's true. Because, first of all, if we lose that, and we go 3-14, right? And now we're 3-11, so only 3 games left, right? I don't know how many teams have gone 3-14 or 3-13, let's say, because it's only been now 2 seasons where that's been the case. But and have not had a 1 or 2 pick. There's not many. There's a couple. The Raiders hold on, and by the way, let me see these current standings as I speak of them. So yeah, let's look at this real quick. So we have these standings. So the current standings right now, or current standings and scores right now. So the Jets beat the Jags. Obviously, the Ravens beat the Giants. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's fine. So, I know that one of the upcoming games is Jaguars against the Raiders. There is one where I think the Raiders should win. They should win that game. They should. I'm not guaranteeing that, but they should win that game. They really should win that game. And then the Raiders, and then we have a better strength of the schedule. Period. 100% period, we have a better strength of the schedule. And then the Giants is where we have a problem. So the Giants, the problem with the New York Giants is the next 3 games is they have at Falcons versus Colts is our chance. And then at Eagles, which is also a chance though, because the Eagles might have the division locked up, and then the Lions might have the number one seed locked up, and then the Eagles might not have to win this game, and they might not care. And then all of a sudden they put out anyone out there, and then the Giants can win this game. I believe that's an opportunity. Is that hopeful thinking? Sure. I will grant that. We have a chance though, and I'm down for this chance because otherwise, now we'll do more Cam Ward tape. Is Cam Ward or it's something else? But like I would not go Darnold. I would not go trade market for Kirk Cousins. I think he's just gonna be released, but we'll see. But they might try to. They're never gonna try to trade him first. Aaron Rodgers, same thing. I wouldn't do that. No, it's better. I mean, look, Aaron Rodgers this year has been awful. I mean, and he's still so much better than Will Levis. Aaron Rodgers this year has been awful, and he's still so much better than Aaron Rodgers. So, what are we talking about, guys? I mean, what are we talking about? I don't want Aaron Rodgers, and he is better than Will Levis. And by the way, the first 6 completions, whatever, when he was slicing it up, he looked fantastic. But the thing is, eventually what happens with him is he throws the pick or he does a fumble, whatever, and he gets so frustrated and mad and he stomps his fist and he throws his helmet and he does this and that, and then it gets worse and worse. It just turns into a snowball. That's what's going on with Will Levis. And I was trying to warn of this. I was trying to tell everyone about this. But no, we're a Titans fan. If you're not a Titans fan, you're not a Titans fan if you don't believe in the quarterback. No, you don't. You can have your opinion and still be a Titans fan. Guys, I'm a Titans fan. I suffer through these games every week. I come on here and I talk about these games every week. I'm not a Titans fan. Stop it. I just want the best for the team. And Will Levis was never it. He's a mess at times. But too many times for Penn State to deal with it. For Kentucky, I mean, he ended up starting for Kentucky, so yes, and he was like 10-3 with Kentucky the last season, I think. But for Kentucky to a certain extent in games, and for us, and I don't know what his high score was actually. I have to look at it. I don't even care. It's kind of irrelevant at this point. And he's 25 years old. I can't keep doing this with you guys. I can't. I've been staunch on this. I coalesced 3 weeks ago. And honestly, I just did it just to stop the, I did it because I know I was being a little too harsh, and I was. And then just to we'll see. And then now we see. And he's benched. All right. So anyway, outside of that, and my rant about Will Levis, he could be back. If he's back next week, I'm not surprised because I will say this. Although Rudolph looked a little better, that was when the defense was playing more lax. I do objectively believe that Will Levis is better than Mason Rudolph. I objectively do believe that. So I think they'll put Levis back there. He's definitely more talented. There's no doubt about that. And there's no doubt about Levis's talent in general. But he just can't get it done. And we got a big decision because if it's not Shador, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know. We're going to have big discussions about that. Because I have big problems about Milroe. I have big problems about people mentioned me Drew Allard. I think Drew Allard, has he said anything yet? He's probably going back to school. Milroe might go back to school, but Milroe, no, he's just a running back playing quarterback essentially at this point as far as I'm concerned. He has like 20 touchdowns to 15 passing touchdowns. It's ridiculous. It's Shador. It's Shador. I mean, guys, you guys gotta get on this train. I mean, just watch the guy play. He's fantastic. He has a couple interceptions. I'm not gonna lie to you. He has a couple interceptions, and he comes right back with you though. 35 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Look, if Will Levis ever had a college or NFL season where he had 35 passing touchdowns, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I would be like, you know what? I've seen high upside from Will Levis. This guy was a Heisman candidate, near to it. This guy was a great player. This guy damn near led the league in passing. No, he didn't. He was an okay college quarterback with good traits. That's what he's always been. It's ridiculous. All right, anyway. All right, let's just move on. Let's just move on. Okay, so outside of that, so Tony Pollard played okay. He got a touchdown, but he didn't particularly play well. He should still pass 11, even 1,100 yards this year, so that's good for him. Wide receivers, Nick Westbrook, Keeney. Don't know what you guys are going so hype about him for. I know he had the touchdown streak. Oh, how cute. He's not good. He's not. He's not. But, you know, okay, it was cute. Tyjae Spears. He did well in the receiving game, so it's nice to see Tyjae Spears out there. Chigga Okonkwo, who I give hate on a lot, he did well today. I like what Chig gave us today. Calvin Ridley, no. This is why Calvin Ridley's a number 2. He's always going to be a number 2. He's a number 2. He's a number 2 wide receiver. We have a number 2 wide receiver playing number 1. Boyd is done. He had 2 catches for 39 yards. He's done. He might come back. I don't know. If they bring him back on a cheap deal, he wants to just stay here or whatever. He's done. Wiley. How about Josh Wiley? He got his last touchdown there at the end. Mason Kinsey got some action. Good for him. For sure. Defensively, Jeffrey Simmons played well. You got to give it up to him. And I will say it. I haven't said it in a while. It's been a while. Big Jeff Simmons. He played well. He actually played really well today. And how about T'Vondre Sweat? Look, one of the things I was cautious about T'Vondre. I didn't doubt his talent. I doubted his motivations. I doubted his consistency. I doubted those things and his ability to maintain his weight. But man, when he got that fumble and he was, or it was a fumble interception, but it was a fumble, and he was just like, woo, 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 going down the field. Wow. Look at T'Vondre Sweat going down the field. That was fantastic to see. He looks great. So I like T'Vondre Sweat for sure. At least we have that. And like people were talking about trading Jeffrey Simmons. I'm like, guys, if we trade Jeffrey Simmons, how many good players do we have? We have 1. Maybe 2. Jeffrey Simmons, we have a couple. Okay, maybe 5. But like, L'Jarius needs Joby Uzi. Okay, Emmanuel, I get it. But you can't trade away Jeffrey Simmons. You got to keep this defense for now. The quarterback sucks. The offense sucks. And I will say this. I actually have more faith in Brian Callahan today. Because I actually was seeing, again, whenever these concepts that we run offensively, they're not bad. The quarterbacks are just not reading them correctly, or they're overthrowing, or there is miscommunication. But the offense it was actually not bad. Mason Woodall was able to come in there and do decently. He was interesting to me. So I'm actually more on Brian Callahan today, even in a loss. I'm actually like, okay. I saw some things from you today, and he got in. Whose ass did he get into? He got into someone's ass on the sideline, and I was like, okay, this guy's coaching. So okay, yeah, we can see. But we'll see on Brian Callahan though. So I mean, bring him back up. But Levis, he can still be here. I don't care if he's here. But you got to bring in at least competition. This is ridiculous. I'm hating on Will Levis today. I'm sorry. This is my soapbox day because I was getting so much hate. So now I'm gonna bring it back. All right. Outside of that, Peter Skoronski. With the I mean, is this guy a good number 11 pick? No, he's not. I would have rather had Zay Flowers, which I said at the time. I would have rather had Jackson Smith Jigba, which I said at the time. Now, would that really help us right now? No, because our offensive line would still be terrible. But I think he's a replacement guard. I think you put anyone there at guard. You could put Ratings there at guard, and then who cares? I mean, seriously, who would care? Would anyone care? If you put Brunskill or if you put Ratings or Skoronski, what's the difference? No, what is it? I'm literally asking you. What's the difference? If you put Ratings at left guard or you put Skoronski at left guard, is there a big difference there? One was a 11th overall pick. 11th! We could have had Zay Flowers. We could have had Jackson Smith and Jigba. There's no difference to me. It's preposterous at this point. Anyway. Yeah. Outside of that, if there's any Bengals fans watching, you guys still have a chance if you guys went out. And let's look at the Bengals schedule real quick to confirm that. So Bengals schedule. So they have Browns, Broncos, Steelers. Browns win. Broncos at home should be a win, but will be difficult. And then at Steelers. It's interesting. And then also, let me quickly look at the playoff standings. The top thing is, I'm pretty sure right now the 7th seed is like the Chargers, or it's it's the Broncos right now, who's 8-5. Oh, you're gonna have to definitely win that game. That might be a playoff win or in. And who won the previous matchup? That's interesting. Hold on, let's see. No, there was no previous matchup, of course. Yeah, no, that'll be interesting. But you get out the tiebreak over them, so there's still a chance. Congratulations to you guys for winning. Burrow looks great. He had 2 interceptions today, but he still looks great. It's going to be crazy. This guy's going to end up having 42, 43 touchdowns, maybe 10 interceptions, and not make the playoffs potentially. I've never seen that. That's never happened. 40-plus touchdowns, and you don't even make the playoffs. Fix the defense. You got to fix the defense, because if we're scoring on you, yeah, your defense is a problem. And that's just me being honest. Yeah, anything? Yeah. So we want to get a super chat. We had a super chat. This goes from either Caesar or Cesar. I want to make sure I pronounce both of those, just in case it's pronounced either way. Titans are on the next Hard Knocks. Oh God, are we marketable? If we get Shador, then maybe we are marketable. Otherwise, we're not that marketable. They'll choose someone else. It would be interesting. I would like to see it. But also, I don't think Brian Callahan is that good of a personality. It's good to see like a John. I haven't watched Hard Knocks in a while, by the way. I'm just not really that interested anymore. I have other things to watch. Like, I'm a big comic book guy, so I watch a lot of like Marvel, DC shows, like Penguin, Creature Commandos. Let's say what else? Marvel. What does Marvel come out with lately? Marvel has come out with anything good lately. Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars guy, so like Skeleton Crew I've been watching lately. I don't watch much of like Hard Knocks and stuff like that. I watch football, and then after that I watch like other things. But yeah, I wouldn't anticipate that. I would not. And we can also get to just some other chats that I want to highlight. Let's see. Yeah, King Isaac, have you won too many games for a top 30 pick? Again, I don't believe it. I've never seen 3 teams. I've never seen this. Well, okay, maybe I have once. Maybe in 2012. Probably in 2012. But 3 wins only should get you a top 3 pick. I would be shocked if it doesn't. I don't think I've ever seen the 3-13 or 3-14 team have a 4 pick. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. Somehow, the end of the season is weird. These teams are going to win games in weird ways. I don't know how, but it normally happens where weirdly some of these teams win these weird games where teams aren't really trying, and it just sounds kind of wild. But we'll see. Okay. And then also I will highlight. Let's see. We'll highlight this by Gus Joe, and then we'll get out of here. Brian has been consistent all season. He only said he was a starter for this season, nothing more. That's true. That's true. And these people's jobs and livelihoods on the line. I mean, as you guys know, even United Healthcare CEOs are being assassinated in the streets. So these people's lives are on the line. I don't mean to make a laughing of that, by the way. But these people's lives are on the line. Their jobs on the line. So they got to step it up. You know, they got to show up. And if Levis is not playing well, they're gonna find someone else. And I hope it's Shador. I know some of you people think he's cocky and whatever. Okay, I don't know. I'll be friends with him. I'll go. I'll meet him. I'll bring him down to Midtown. I'm in Midtown. I'm on the Gulch. I wish I was in the Gulch. I'll be in the Gulch soon. Saving up for that. But I'll bring him down on the Gulch. I'll show him a good time, and we'll have a good time. All right. And also, hopefully, someone showed T. Higgins a good time whenever he was in town. All right. So that's gonna be it from me today on Sports Fan Entertainment as the Tennessee Titans lose to the Cincinnati Bengals. But hopefully we keep losing. Will Levis bench, man? What do you guys think about it? Comment down below. Let me know. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment. I'm out.